Hi there, welcome to another Crafty Hallett video. These are the little bags that I've been making. Can I just say how delighted I am that so many people have enjoyed making these bags and have shared the video. I really am touched. But as I say, this is the little bag that takes 4x4 note cards. But somebody said to me, could you make a bigger one? And I thought, well, yes, I probably could. So here's the bigger one. This one is really quite big. I'm using it to put orders for customers in. So here's a lovely stamp set that one of my customers has bought, and I've put it in a big bag. So without further ado, do you want the instructions for the big bag? Yes, you do. So you're going to start with two pieces of designer scrapbook paper. This is the thicker paper that's two-sided. This is a new paper that's just come out. This is the new designer series paper in neutrals that Stampin' Up are bringing out from the 2nd of June. And these are two pieces, each measuring 6 inches by 11 inches. And you're going to take a piece of sticky strip, and when you can find the end, there we go. You want to just join your two pieces together to make one long strip. And we're gonna, now someone gave me a beautiful tip. If you rub your bone folder on this a couple of times, it will come straight off and you won't need to pick at it. That's the theory. Shall we see if it works? Yay, look, how was that? So you're just gonna join these two pieces together and join them in the middle. So you have now one huge long strip. You can obviously get one of these pieces, these bags out of, flip it over. This is the inside. And I'm going to run a strip of sticky strip all the way along the bottom. And that's probably come right off the page, but there we go. I've got this long strip and I've run a piece straight away along the bottom. I'm going to flip it over to the right side, and on the right hand side of the right side I'm going to run a strip of sticky strip all the way down, and then you're going to have to join up some of the pieces that go around the bottom. So I have cut 6 pieces which are 3/4 of an inch by 11 3/4 long. I've cut these from a piece of A4 because someone said, what if you don't have 12 by 12 cardstock? So I've used A4 cardstock this time, and I have stamped them on the other side. I've used a pretty little floral vine that's in one of our new stamp sets. And again, you're just going to apply one of these. You're going to need to tape up 2 of them for the strip that goes along the top on the outside of the bag. If you've not yet had a chance to make one of these bags, you might find it easier to start with the smaller bag, and that video is on my YouTube. There we go. So we've got 2 strips, and we're just going to peel the back off. Now you're going to try and get the join in about the same place as the middle. So we're just going to put this across the top. Oops, there we go. Try and get it in the right place, shall we, before we apply it too thickly. Then this is going on the right side. And then the next piece that you've taped up, you're just going to butt this up. Don't try and overlap them because I think you'll get too much bulk. So just butt it up so it joins up in the right place. And then take it to the end, and you will have a little bit left over at the end, don't worry, just take that little bit that's left over at the end and snip it off. So that's the top edge of our bag. Now we need to do the base box bit. So this is 10 inches by 4 inches. You'll get 2 out of a piece of A4, and we're going to score this using our scoreboard at 1 inch on all 4 sides. So again, use the little ball for cardstock, and we use the big ball for DSP. 1 inch on all 4 sides. You can put your scoreboard away because you won't need it anymore. And again, you're just going to snip up to the first score line on both sides, like this. Then you want to take your bone folder and just run it over your score lines so that you get some nice neat corners, because we want neat corners. Then we need a little bit of sticky strip on the four corners, and remember we're going to be putting the notches on the outside of the box because they will be covered by the paper, and you want people to look in on the inside and see a finished box. So snip these on all four. Let's just hope that these will all come off nicely. If not, I'm going to use my bone folder. How about that? And give them a little rub. And then I am going to use my pokey tool just because it's easier to pick off little pieces with a pokey tool. Oops, come on up. There we go. I'm so excited about the new ink colours. This is one of the new ink colours. It's called Watermelon Wonder. And they all go live. Come on up, you come. They all go live on the 2nd of June. But if you're a demonstrator, obviously you get to play with the new colours a little bit earlier. So we've had them for about a week now, which has been fun. So we're now going to fold the corners of our boxes in, and they will meet in the middle. So again, with the ends, you're going to put the notches on the outside, which is unusual for a box because normally you put them on the inside. So that is your base box. And now you can apply your bag to it. Now I find it easier when I've got a piece as long as this not to peel off all of the tape at once, because otherwise you can get in a right sticky mess. Also, we want the joins to be on the side of the bag, not on the middle. So start on the middle of the side, smooth it down with your finger, and then rub it round. Now you're not folding this round because otherwise it'll lose a bag and it'll look square shaped. So you're just literally peeling off each little bit as you go, sticking this round to the base of the box, exactly as we've done with the smaller version. Just ease it on with your finger, and you peel off the backing tape as you go. And then this is the last piece, and you can see I'm going to have to peel off a little bit just to put it back up there. That I've got, that's the whole big piece off, and now I'm going to peel this side piece off, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Here we go. So that's the little side piece peeled off. I'm going to wrap that bit round and tuck it round with the other piece, and then this will join in the middle. Now if you find, like I've got, that you've got a little flap there, this is the time you add another piece of sticky strip, because this is a much bigger bag. It's not going to hold with just one piece, so you add a piece to the other end, and this will be your final piece to stick it down with. Just peel that bit off because it is quite a big bag. There we go. Seal it over and run your finger down. So that is your large bag shape made. Put your hand inside and just rub it along at the bottom of the box just to make sure it's stuck on all four sides. Next off, we're going to put the strip around the bottom, which just finishes off the rough edges. And again, you're going to have to use 2 of these pieces, and you'll trim accordingly. So run sticky strip along the both. That's one. This is the second piece. 2. Now, as you can see, this bag's big enough to take one of our large stamp sets. You can also put a catalogue inside it. You can put order forms. You can put large cards inside it. It really is quite big. And I'm using these for my customers instead of plastic bags, which I think is more fun. So start to join your edge and start at the middle of the side where your join was. And then just run this strip all the way around the bottom. Cut it off at about halfway across where the other join is. Then you take the next bit, peel the strip off, and butt it up, don't overlap it. There we go. And run that round, securing as you go. This helps to add strength as well as making it look pretty. And then when you get to the edge here, just trim that piece off and smooth it down. There you go. And because your joins are at the edges, you can't, you know, they won't be visible from the front of the bag. Now, for the handles, I have used some brads. Now, these beautiful little flowers are the new in colour accessory embellishments, and they're in colour blossom accents, and they come in all of the new colours. And I've attached them using hot glue to the candy dot brad bases that we've got. So these are just plain brad bases, and I've used a little bit of hot glue, just put it on the top of there and pushed it on top. Then you need to leave them to dry for 20 minutes, which is why I've done them already. But these are these cute little flowers. And then you just choose a point. Oh yeah, you need your handle. Silly me. Here's our handles. Cute, huh? These are cut at 1/2 inch, and again I've stamped them, but I've stamped them on both sides because the handle gets sort of knocked round. And with your handles, you just want to run them between your fingers just to give them a bit of a curve. Easy to do, just run them through. And now I'm going to take one end, put it underneath, not on top, poke a hole through with my pokey tool, then take one of these cute brads that I put the flowers on with, push it through and seal the back. Then the other bit of the handle comes round to the front, and again we're just going to poke down and push the little flower through. That's one handle attached. Turn it over. We're going to do the other side. Again, put it through the middle with a tab fit to the back. Poke your brad through. Close the backs off. Let's just do the other side. These are such quick fun projects for people to make in classes, and you can make whatever you want to go inside them. There's the other brad. Poke it through and close the sides off. And now of course we want to tidy up the inside, which is where the other final 2 strips come in. And again, same principle. I've stamped one side and I'm going to sticky strip the other side. Whoops, got a bit of something stuck to my scissors there. And this is going to be run on the inside of the bag, again to add a bit of a strength, but also to cover up the backs of the brad so that you've got them covered up. And just take that like that. And this time again, remember to start in the middle. Whoops. And just ease as you go, applying pressure, making sure that you've covered the backs of the brad and that you're getting lined up. And again, don't overlap, just butt up the pieces. So this just finishes off the inside of the bag. Let's just take that sticky strip off, hopefully with my fingernails. There we go. And I'm just going to put this one down to do this one because it's easier. Run it round on the inside. There we go. All the way around. Get to the middle piece and just trim off the excess and pop it down. So there's our finished huge bag, and I've just done a little tag here with some of the gorgeous new lace that we've got, and I'm just going to tie that onto the handle, and our bag is almost finished. Now there you go, with a cute little handle. I've made some thank you cards to go with this set, and I can find every colour except the right one. Ah, here we go. So these are the thank you cards that I'm doing with this set. Again, using a new stamp set with a thank you motif. This paper is amazing. It's new envelope paper that comes in the in colours. It's a bit thinner than normal DSP. Great for making envelopes so that you can have a solid colour on the outside, stripes on the inside, and then I've made the card to match. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. The dimensions again are written out on my blog, and thanks for watching. Bye.